UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. This is the coming great deception. However, when we go up, they come down. When we go up, they show up. We'll see how all this plays out. This is number 20 on the rungs of disclosure ladder, and we'll be getting into that in just a bit. There's the book, and there's 17 rungs in the book, but since the book was published in October, we have climbed up the ladder. And so we are now on number 20. Actually, I'm going to give you a little caveat here. I should have included this in the book, but I was remiss and did not. This goes back to the 2024 Super Bowl. So I realized I dropped the ball, no pun intended. Anyway, we'll get into that, but first a word from our trusted sponsor. It turns out the key to losing weight and keeping it off is not in carbs or fat or even in probiotic-rich foods. Nope. The end game of having a healthy weight, as well as more energy and a long, healthy life, comes down to a specific switch you can flip in your body to flush out unnecessary calories. Dr. Stephen Gundry is calling this caloric bypass. And by activating this specific process in your body, he has seen thousands, that's right, thousands of people dramatically improve their health, even at age 50 and beyond. This includes losing weight, getting tons more energy, and returning to the good health they had in their youth once they simply addressed this one key to better health. Not only that, this is actually associated with improved digestion, strong feeling joints and muscles, smoother skin, and healthier lives, meaning it could be the key to a happy life. Dr. Stephen Gundry has lost 70 pounds himself using his research and has kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. His digestive issues are gone, his health is fantastic, and he feels younger and healthier today than he did in his 40s. His video has been watched by over 20 million people to date, and you can watch and learn more about it. And here's the link, folks, thehealthyfat.com/LA, thehealthyfat.com/LA. It's linked at the bottom of this video, but it'll teach you exactly how he has kept his weight off for free at thehealthyfat.com/LA. Folks, click on the link, and again, results may vary. I'm taking the vitamins that he's given me, and so far it's been good. And these are the claims of our sponsor, not necessarily those of Spiral of Life or L.A. Marzulli. So basically the deal is this. This is an ad from a 2024 Super Bowl. So the book was published in October of 2024, and I could have included this in the book as a rung, but I did not. This is very telling. I've talked about this before. I'm going to roll the clip so you can see the commercial, and you can Google it for yourself and watch it anytime. Hello down there. It's a minute and a half. And before I roll the clip, you got to remember, Super Bowl commercials cost millions and millions of dollars just for a 30-second ad because of the viewership was at an all-time high. But here's the deal, that this particular commercial on the Super Bowl was a minute and 30 seconds long. Now, I've talked about it before, but as I said, we have new people coming here all the time. A lot of you have never seen this. And I'm gonna roll it, and then I'm gonna go back and weigh in on it. So here's the entire clip in toto, and we'll go from there.
Reports of flying saucers are nothing new.
These are routine sightings, not isolated events.
Are you seeing it? It's spinning. There's a whole swarm of them. Oh my God. They're all against the wind. All against the wind. All against the wind. There was a historic hearing today on Capitol Hill, and unprecedented bipartisan push for UFO transparency.
I told you it's in Broadway. This always happens.
So I'm going to run this clip now, and I'm going to walk you through it. So the little boy in front of a TV in the 1950s is watching a sci-fi movie, and then at the very end, it's Martin Scorsese in a limo watching the same movie. So it's the same boy, but now he's a much older man. It opens up in New York City, and let's roll the clip. And I will be stopping it and starting it. So let's see what happens.
Ports or flying saucers are nothing new.
Stop right there. That's Walter Cronkite. So here's the deal. Walter Cronkite in the 50s and 60s, and basically during his tenure as an anchor, I mean, he was the most, and maybe I'm exaggerating, but I don't think so, one of the most, maybe I should say, trusted broadcasters on the planet. I mean, this guy came up with just an air of authority with him, about him. People trusted Walter Cronkite. Well, we haven't had that trust in the media in a long time, but I digress. So he's saying UFOs are nothing new. So right away they start this whole, programming, predictive programming, because that's what I think it is. Let's continue.
These are routine fighting.
Now let me go back a little bit. So we go from Walter Cronkite to crop circles. Well, you've got to remember something. Crop circles, yes, we've got them way back in history. I understand that. But the modern phenomenon of crop circles didn't really start till after 1948. That absolutely. In fact, yes, Doug and Dave, when we have a whole film on this in our 10-box DVD set, where is it? Shameless plug. We have a whole film on crop circles. You need to do your homework, folks, but I'll just leave it at that. But here's the deal, and think about this. 1948, the entire UFO phenomena just ramps up and leaves the runway, as it were. So notice they go from Walter Cronkite to crop circles.
Sightings, not.
And I want to show you this. This is the alleged alien body that Jaime Maussan, and I love Jaime. Jaime, you're welcome to come on the show anytime and tell me where I'm going wrong. This is a construct, in my opinion. This is not real. But remember, this was revealed to the public. This is why this is so important. This was revealed to the public directly after David Grush had stated in Congress, that we have retrieved bodies from these crashed craft, and they are non-human biologics. So we get that, and then the media doesn't go with that. They go with this. You tell me what I'm looking at. Why? Why wasn't David Grush's statement broadcast far and wide? Non-human biologics in the halls of Congress? The man is under oath? Are you kidding me? Let's continue. Now, here we've got the whistleblower takes a stand. This is in the halls of Congress. Decades of confirmed sightings revealed. See what they're doing? It's like a push and pull type deal. So now we go from Walter Cronkite to the crop circles, to the fake alien in the makeshift casket. Now we're, in the halls of Congress. What are you to make of that? And notice it's very quickly, very staccato-like. Here we go. This is real. This is called the gimbal UFO. This was on Fox News, Tucker Carlson. There was a fleet of these things going against the wind. This is not a weather balloon. This is close encounters of the first kind, and it's real. And this is in the sightings of a F-18, whatever. I'm not sure what pilot took this, but there you go. More than likely an F-18. So let's continue. Aesthetic, is it all sort? Now we cut to New York City. There it is. It's very obvious that you are in New York City. Now you're going to see a woman with a cell phone. And you'll notice everybody from here on out has a cell phone. Folks, I travel a lot. In fact, just a little house cleaning deal here. We have cut back a lot of conferences this year. Actually, I think we've cut 6 conferences because it's just too much. It's just too much. And I felt that the Lord showed me that, we get roughly 10,000 views a day, and those views are going up because we're changing the format here. 10,000 views a day on our YouTube channel. We are building our YouTube channel versus 400 people at a conference. And it takes me 3 hours now to get to LAX because PCH is closed. And we're gone for 5 days. I won't bore you with the details, but we're changing our ministry a little bit. So now you're in New York City, and notice on the left-hand side, Squarespace presents, but you're not looking at that. It goes by really quick. I'll roll it back so you can see where it comes in. Now, there she is. Now, there's the woman on her cell phone, and you'll notice everybody around her has a cell phone. Look, when I'm in LAX or any airport, this is what you see. Everybody's on their goofy cell phone. I mean, we have, not only in America, but it's a global phenomenon. Cell phones have completely changed the way we do business on a daily basis. Most people, it used to be where you strike up a conversation or, hi, how are you? Whatever. That doesn't happen anymore. Everybody's on their cell phone. So watch what happens. Watch what passes over her head. Here we go. There it is. So now we've got a huge UFO, certainly more than a football field. Half a mile wide, quarter of a mile wide, I don't know. So she's looking at her cell phone, and she's not happy. Let's see what she's looking at. I'm not. Proof of extraterrestrials. She doesn't want to hear that. And meanwhile, I could scroll back a little bit, right? So she's looking at her cell phone, which says proof of extraterrestrials. And right here, directly above her head, is a UFO in plain sight, in daylight. But she's like this. She's glued to the cell phone, and she's looking at this headline, and she's not a happy camper. So she scrolls up to another short, and there's a cat clawing the toilet paper. Let's see what she does. Now she's happy. Meanwhile, the UFO is still up there and flies by. Now it cuts to Paris, France. Notice the cell phones. Basically, everyone's on a tablet. You can see the woman in the foreground. I'll use my cursor right here. She's on a laptop. Here we have a cell phone. Here we have another cell phone. Everybody is just looking at their tablet, their phone, their computer. Welcome to modernity. And look, right over them. Right over them. Let me go back. Look at that. A huge UFO. This is in Paris, France. Check it out. Now it's directly over the Eiffel Tower, but everyone's looking down, so they don't look up, so they don't see anything. Predictive programming, you tell me. Let's continue. Now it will cut to a little diner, New Mexico, Texas. Check it out. There's the Cactus Diner. Notice the pickup truck outside. Storage here. And let me go back because this goes by really, really quick. Right here. Shocking UFO testimony. Frequent sightings kept quiet on Capitol Hill. That's real. You see what they're doing? They're taking clips of like Walter Cronkite of, men and women under oath giving testimony. And then they're mixing it. It's really cleverly done. It really is. Martin Scorsese is a genius filmmaker. So let's continue. Now we see a woman, and this is, she sees this, but what does she do? Celebrity bacon diet. For you. Notice the dog in the pickup truck barking. What is the dog barking at? A UFO. There it is. There it is. Directly overhead. Now we cut to Japan. Notice everyone here in the picture is either on their laptop or a cell phone, right? This is what we're looking at. Directly behind the guy who's talking. And of course, no one's looking at him. They're all on their laptops and cell phones. So there's a UFO. You'll see more of them. Check it out. Now we've got something really interesting. Notice the alien here with an elongated skull. Is that deliberate or what? You tell me. You tell me. With the elongated skull. And Steven, with Spielberg. and Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? And in one of the episodes, the Crystal Skulls, when she's finally there, they all have elongated skulls, don't they? Isn't that interesting? So now we have the so-called gray, and he's looking down, and no one's paying any attention. Japan. Meanwhile, more UFOs in Japan. And now he goes like this. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. These stupid Earthlings, you know, what's going on here? He presses the button, and listen, you don't think that this can happen? How many times have you had an Amber Alert on your cell phone, right? How do they do that? How do they just press a button someplace and everybody's phone in that area lights up? See where I'm going with this? So the gray presses the button, and I wanted you to see if they really don't show the hand, but it looks like 4 fingers to me. Let's continue. And there, of course, is the title of the entire clip. Yeah, 4 fingers. Hello down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all grays. You know, we come in peace, this type of deal. Hi. Not buying it for a minute, as it is predictive programming. Let's continue. Everybody's cell phone everywhere lights up. Here's the guy in New Mexico or Texas. Hello down there. Now look at this. Everyone in New York City, notice everyone here has a cell phone. They are all looking down at their cell phones, but some of them are starting to look up. Notice the woman who was sort of a centerpiece of that first clip. She looks up. Look at her face. Look at her face. One of wonder. Mile-wide craft. Why are we watching this? Why is this here? Folks, think about it. This is deliberate. This is 110% deliberate. This is, in my opinion, predictive programming. Why make an ad like this? And notice the way they mix real footage with part of the script. So this is a mile-wide UFO directly above where this woman is, which of course is New York City. Look at her face. One of what? Shock? Fear? No, it's one of wonder. That look is like, oh my gosh, it's one of wonder. She is in awe at what she is seeing. Let's continue. Cut to the Eiffel Tower. All of a sudden they're looking up. Cut back to New York. Let me go back to the Eiffel Tower real quick. There's the Eiffel Tower. Everyone is now standing up and they're looking up. And then, of course, we've got cuts back to New York City. Now we have Texas. There's the UFO. All of a sudden, the cell phones go down. A look of astonishment and wonder on their faces. There's Japan, same thing. They're all looking at the craft going by the window. And there's the same 1950 sci-fi movie. You know, take us to your leader type deal. Notice also the one eye on the so-called alien, the large, it's almost like the Eye of Horus. Think about that. Almost like the Eye of Horus. So there you go. I think that's deliberate. I really do. So let's see what happens. Hello down there. Now we get a little lighthearted thing. And look at this. Before he comes up with a little lighthearted, quip to kind of just take the thrust of where they're going and sort of diffuse it. Look at that. New York City skyline. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 UFOs directly. 7 UFOs directly over Manhattan, over New York City.
Why does all this happen?
A website makes it real, and now we find Squarespace, and that's it. Folks, in my opinion, this is predictive programming. They, the powers that be, are signaling something. And you'll notice that this is a global event. He's got a minute and a half. Martin Scorsese, brilliant filmmaker, has a minute and a half to make his point. And his point, a website makes it real, Squarespace. I mean, seriously, they're spending millions of dollars, and the last 5 seconds or 3 seconds of the ad, you find out it's Squarespace. And now in the beginning, it says Squarespace Presents, but it's a very small font. In fact, most people don't even notice it. A website makes it real? Why are they showing us this? You tell me. Why are they showing us this? And notice, Scorsese's got a minute and a half. So we go from New York to Paris, France, back to Texas, and over to Japan. Basically, it's a global event. That's what he's trying to tell us in a filmic way, that this is a global event. Unprecedented. It's a game changer. Folks, I have been warning against what I call the coming great deception. This is the 20th rung on the ladder of disclosure. Again, it should have been in the book. I am remiss, but I'm making up for it now. If you haven't got the book yet, you need to check it out. Marzulli.com, Marzulli.com. Don't forget our 10-box DVD set, everything from Close Encounters of the First, Second, Third, and Fourth Kind, the abduction phenomena, implants, cattle mutilations, crop circles, 2 films on Roswell. Finally, What is the Truth? Where we sit down with people on both sides of the aisle. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Remember, UFOs are real, burgeoning, not going away. This is the coming great deception. However, when we go up, they come down. When we go up, they show up. Thanks for watching.